Hi, do you're in mute.
Yep, sorry about that. Yep.
Well, can you see me? My image is okay.
Yes.
Thank you.
Yep.
Hindu, you're not wearing a blazer?
Me?
Not wearing a blazer.
I am
Fine.
not, but I thought this should be okay.
Okay, it's okay. I'm just trying.
I really am not too sure whether on a protocol is it something, but I felt it's okay. Maybe if you pull out one, I can pull one and then.
Yeah, just if you have time, we still have time. So.
Yep.
Looks nice, I said. Can you hear me?
Yeah, I can hear you.
Looks nice.
Hear you.
Very good, very good. Can you hear me now?
Yes.
Very good, very good. Looks nice.
Hear me?
Pardon?
Can you hear me, Murli?
Hindu, I'm hearing you. Yeah.
Okay.
Hi. Hi, Indur.
How are you being?
I hope I am seen. Not sure.
I think if everybody is wearing a jacket, then I think I'll do the same thing.
Yeah, it's not a bad idea.
Okay, done so. I'll be right back.
Diversity is India's beauty.
Yes. But I'm not wearing a jacket, I'm only wearing a tie.
Yeah.
As always, you look magnificent, sir.
Yarappa solraniye?
Sir, Mr. Lakshmi
Be
Narayan.
very, oh, acha, be very specific. I'm trying to find out how to put this goddamn Cisco WebEx. How do I put the background?
Sir, you can go to the background and put our
Where
logo.
do I go to the
think,
background?
Yeah, then you have to add the setting. Setting the logo, you can just download our this thing. You can have our BCIC logo. There is, we'll have to send it to you.
Setting. Setting. I don't see setting anything. Something is going on. Now, how do you like that?
Okay, so this gives a set of formal diversity.
Guys, you saw it?
I said formal diversity.
Yeah,
So
formal homogeneity, sir.
Good afternoon, Mr. Parshuraman, President, sir. And
Very, very good afternoon, Harish ji. How are you?
I'm good, sir. I'm good.
Thank you.
We never said you're bad, yeah?
Huh?
We never said you're bad.
Thank you.
We
If
always
you say that, it means a lot.
greetings, Harish sir.
Greetings, Devesh ji, and Mr. Ahmad Ali, and
Kamal Bali sir.
Kamal Bali, and Lakshmi, sir.
Hello, sir.
Good evening,
You're
everyone.
looking smart. You're looking smart in your tie, sir.
Are Kamal Bali, sir, he is everywhere, yeah.
No, I said you're looking smart in your tie. You did one.
That's why
You did one just now.
Good evening, Kamal.
Good evening, Mr. Parshura.
Very good evening, Mr. Kamal. Good evening, good evening.
Good to see you. I can see Mr.
Same
Lakshmi.
here, same here.
Yes, sir.
Good evening.
Lakshmi is there as well.
Yes, sir.
Hi, Kamal. Good to see you. Mr.
Good to see you.
Hindu.
Hi,
Good
Indu.
evening, Kamal. Good evening, Ravi.
Hi, Ravi. Good to see you.
Hi, good evening. Good evening, Lakshmi.
Good evening, sir.
Hello. Yes. Sorry, wrong number. Ahmed Ali. Number Ahmed Ali.
Good evening, Mr. Ravi Raghavan. Hearty welcome.
Good evening, President. How are you, Mr. Parshura?
Fine, thanks a lot. Thank you.
Ravi
Good
ji,
evening,
good evening to you,
Gopalji.
sir.
Good evening. Good
Good
evening,
evening.
Mohan.
Good evening.
Good evening, KG.
Parasan, I would suggest just angle your computer up. Right now, your forehead is completely cut off.
What?
I said angle your computer up a little bit.
Oh,
Your
okay.
forehead. I see here you are totally inside the picture.
Oh, thanks a lot.
Oh, what happened? Your picture just disappeared.
Oh,
You need to go angle the screen up. Is it possible to tilt your camera up a little? Or here,
yeah, yeah.
at this
Let-
position, you are inside the frame. But if you lean forward, then it's only like
Now
it's sort
now
of
it's
like
okay.
this, You can come little more forward, sir.
Yeah.
No. Just where earlier you were. No, go back a touch, sir. Just go back a little bit. Or angle the camera upwards. Right now, the center of your chest is visible and just the top of your head is visible.
Better.
Hmm.
Thank you.
Now, Parshuraman, you know what happens to the actors, right? When the director is telling them what to do.
Devesh is playing that role.
Sir,
He always plays a multifaceted
President
role,
has
huh?
to look his best in front of the minister, sir. We all have to ensure that.
Our president is in any case the best.
Exactly.
No,
I'm saying he needs to
not
look
only
his
rides the
best also.
motorbike, he rides the shows as well.
In fact, Kamalji, I was talking to Parshuraman sir. I'm not fully familiar with all the RTO norms about deregistering a vehicle, but I was told it is very, very cumbersome.
Oh, you mean in the scrappage policy?
With reference to scrappage,
Yeah.
a friend of mine about 3-4 years ago, he met with an accident where his car was rear-ended and totaled.
Correct.
The insurance company said, we'll take the car. If you want to deregister it before giving it to us, that is your problem.
Yeah, absolutely.
He went to the RTO to deregister it, and he was telling me it took him some significant effort. It was not an easy job to do.
No, that procedure has to be completely changed. I think once this scrappage policy will come in,
Haji, sir.
will get implemented over the next 1 to 1.5 years. This will be one of the points, because this will be a regular activity of delisting the vehicles,
Yes, sir.
So this will have to change. There has to be a paradigm shift in the process. So I think they will take care of it. Yeah.
I fully agree. And what I would suggest is they should come up with a central template rather than leaving it to each individual state, because then it will become a total khichdi.
That is something which I am going to talk about as well in my yeah.
Good, sir. Good, sir.
Good evening, Kamal
Dr.
Bali, sir.
Subramania.
Good evening.
Namaskaram.
Gopal Hosur here. Namaskaram.
How are you,
Good
sir?
evening, sir.
I am fine, sir.
Namaskaram.
How are you?
Sir, I'm okay. I'm more worried about you, given the fact that you're running a hospital now.
Yeah.
I
It's
think-
extremely challenging.
I think what you're facing is far more dangerous than the bullets that hit you.
That's very true, but I have taken, fortunately, 2 shots of the vaccine.
Sir.
So to that extent, there is some, I would say, bulletproof vest. It doesn't mean that the bullet will still not pierce,
Yes.
but the impact will be little less.
The same thing happened with my brother-in-law. He's a doctor in Gandhinagar at the main government hospital, and in fact, his job is to look after the VVIPs and the VIPs. Same thing. He suffered COVID last year. He has got 2 shots of injection, vaccination, and he still came down with COVID just now, about 15 days back.
But how was the impact of the COVID after the 2 shots?
Sir, lesser, but still, it's just
Lesser means substantially lesser, or?
Sir, because he's still quite young, I would say he's in his mid-30s.
Okay.
So,
now it's 5:15.
30s or just approaching 40. So
It's 5:15. I think we need to get on to this.
Yeah.
Actually, the number of deaths, in my opinion, I can share it, are
Sure.
far more than what is projected. Because I was talking to some medical doctors and all that. A patient dies of cardiac arrest. So the death is treated as cardiac arrest. He could have an underlying virus of the COVID.
Great.
So a lot of similar
Unit
things
recording
are
has
happening.
started. We switch over
I
to.
think we should
I think
mute ourselves.
we will now start the session very shortly.
Maybe you should mute everybody, President, sir.
We
Yeah.
can all mute
Secretary.
ourselves.
We'll just mute ourselves.
Yeah, kindly request all of you to mute.
Also put phones in silent mode.
Yes.
Yes, sir.
The Honorable Minister is logged in.
Sir, not yet, sir. Sir, मंत्री जी कब लॉग होगा सर?
Pardon?
हाँ, ठीक है. ठीक. Sir, still the मंत्री has not come to that cabin.
Right.
See, Parsu, there's only one thing when they're coming. See, one of the things
Yes.
I wanted to raise was 2 things. One of the waterways, the other one was talking all the highways that are being built. There are a number of places where they're being broken by the local politicians or whatever it is.
Yeah.
That's giving rise to a lot of problems on the highway construction quality. I want to talk to him a bit about that.
Sure. It's a national issue actually across.
Lakshmi, not even quality, sir, safety. Major issue is safety. They insist that the highway go through the village, and then they expect the median of the highway to be broken so that they can cross across the road, without this. And it's a huge problem.
And also maybe in Bangalore, we should probably be the first state requesting a minimum speed for vehicles to be given.
It is part of this presentation, Thiagu. In fact, I had observed, even on a 2-lane national highway, we have 6 different speed limits. And the difference between slowest to fastest speed limit is 100%. Means the slowest speed limit permitted is for 3-wheelers, 50 kilometers an hour, and the highest is for cars, 100 kilometers an hour. So it's equivalent of you going and standing in the middle of Cubbon Road. The delta of 50 kilometers.
No, but today with our roads at Bangalore being 8 kilometers an hour, probably the slowest city ever in the world. Maybe if you make that even 20 kilometers, we would be double efficient.
Yeah, that's basically.
Sir, very good evening, sir. Honorable Minister has entered. Sir, very, very good evening, sir. Hearty welcome to Bangalore Chamber of Industry and Commerce. So my name is Parashuraman. I'm the president of the chamber. I'm very honored and privileged to extend a very, very hearty welcome. In fact, today is a golden day for our Bangalore Chamber of Industry and Commerce, with your august presence, sir. Sir, just to briefly explain about the Bangalore Chambers, is one of the oldest chambers in the state, founded in the year 1976. The chamber represents the 95% of the capital investment and 90% of the corporate labor employed in the state of Karnataka. We have presently a membership base of 850 plus companies representing the big, medium, and small scale industries across all sectors such as manufacturing, aerospace, aviation, IT, BT, pharma, engineering, garments, processing, steel, and services. BCIC played a very active role in promoting trade and investment in the state and also in the country, and has an excellent track record of bringing the domestic and international network. And we have signed several MOUs with leading Chamber of Industries and Commerce across the globe, center and state governments, with the formulation of sectoral and industrial policies. The Chamber's theme for this year, sir, is Namma Karnataka, the gateway to the future India. So we have thought leadership with industry-specific expert committees constituted to address and examine contemporary issues and challenges faced by sectors such as aviation and aerospace, agro, food processing, banking, finance, and corporate affairs, economic affairs, energy, environment, water, electronics, design, manufacturing, human resources, etc. Sir, I have the very great pleasure and privilege once again on behalf of BCIC to extend a hearty welcome to our Honorable Minister, Shri Nitin Gadkari, the Union Minister for Transport, Highways, and MSMEs. The Minister is a great visionary, a great leader, a political genius, a social reformer, and a wonderful human being. In fact, just to give a brief introduction, he doesn't need any introduction. He was born on 27th of May 1957 in a Maharashtrian family with roots in agriculture in the orange city of Nagpur. Shri Gadkari was involved very closely with the Rashtriya Swayam Sevak Sangh and the Akhila Bharatiya Vidyarthi Parishad and took the social work to a big way. Shri Gadkari completed his post-graduation in commerce besides studying law and obtaining a diploma in business management. Shri Gadkari formally entered politics in 1980 and served as the PWD minister in the Maharashtra government during 95 to 99. He was elected to the State Legislative Council for 4 consecutive terms. He was also the leader for opposition in the upper house. He became the state president in Maharashtra in 2005 and was elevated as the party's national president at the young age of 52 in 2009. He adopted the PPP model, popularly known as the BOT, the Build, Operate, Transfer for executing infrastructure projects. He was instrumental in successfully executing India's first express highway, the Mumbai-Pune Express Corridor, and 55 flyovers in Mumbai in a record time. Shri Gadkari was elected to the 16th Sabha from Nagpur, winning by an impressive margin. On 26 May 2014, he was first time sworn in as Union Minister for Road Transport, Highways and Shipping. Later, 3rd September 2017, he took the additional charge of water resource and Ganga regeneration. As a Minister for Road Transport and Highways, he is credited with achieving the fastest highways construction rate, taking from 12 kilometers in the year 2014 to 37 kilometers. Sir, hats off to you. I think you really deserve a standing ovation from the chambers. Unbelievable feat, even beyond imagination. And this year, the minister's target is 40 kilometers a day, maybe the biggest in the global picture. During his tenure as the Union Minister, Water Resource and Ganga Regeneration, the monumental Namami Ganga project became a mass movement involving central and state government agencies, private sector and foreign investors, NGOs, spiritual and social organizations, as well as the common people. An innovative hybrid annuity model was adopted to take up more than 200 plus river cleaning projects across the length and breadth of the Ganges. The result of normal and the IVRL Ganga were clearly evident during the 2018 Kumbh Mela in Prayagraj. Road safety has always been very close to his chest, and he continues to be, even in the second term of the NDA government, doing his best to promote road safety. He has put road safety as a national mission. He has introduced new comprehensive highway capacity manual and enacted a world-class Road Safety Act. The core of his strategy for promoting MSME and Kadi and village industries includes use of technology, including green technology, financing through credit insurance, creation of transaction-based digital manufacturing platform, and improving cluster-based approach for industrial development. Sir, it's a great privilege once again that you are with us. Sorry that we could not have a physical meeting with you. We would have loved to have you in the physical platform. But definitely after the COVID, we look forward to having a physical presence. And sir, in fact, we are all very, very proud of the great national achievement. I think for a country like India, from 12, 13 kilometers a day, today you have taken the nation to close to 40 kilometers a day. And today India is on the global map in the road construction, the road modernization, and be the port modernization. I think 12 or 13 national ports, they're all flooding with profits. And water connectivity has become a very important scene in India. And the inland connectivity you brought in is unimaginable beyond even imagination, sir. And I think hats off to the kind of visionary you have built for India. So I don't want to take much of your time for the audience. So once again, I extend a very hearty welcome to all my colleagues, past presidents, mentors, chairs, the special executive team, and also the special invitees to Bangalore Chamber of Industry and Commerce. I also invite the press, media, and my friends. Once again, thank you, sir, for being with us. Sir, 5 minutes, we will take you through some of the key challenges we face on the chambers, just for bringing it to your kind notice. May I request our chair of the MSME Council, Shri Indu Shekhar, who is the head of Volvo India, to present the image on the MSME challenges. Over to you, Volvo. Shekhar.
Thank you, President. Good evening, Minister. Indeed, it's an honor to talk to you today representing BCIC. Many thanks to you and BCIC for providing me this opportunity. Sir, I salute you for your stupendous efforts and leadership in putting India on global map towards development of excellent road networks across India. In true sense, roads are for prosperity. We also thank you for creating a visionary model for MSMEs, which in also a backbone for India industry. Sir, we at Hon'ble are proud to be associated with India infrastructure development through our products and services. Sir, we at MSME Council have put in few suggestions as part of efficiency enhancement. Go through. Let me start with the finance. Here we're talking about development of financial institutions. So currently, SIDBI is the only MSME-focused DFI. Suggestion is to create 4 more DFIs across India in line with SIDBI. This actually helps deepen credit markets in under-reserved districts and regions by guiding private lenders such as NBFC and MFI. Sir, if I move on to quality, this is where the biggest thrust is necessary for India as a country. But here, I would like to emphasize the selection criteria and evaluation to be based on quality instead of moving towards an L1 kind of a lowest bidder. Evaluation of class of the products. Let's say for class A to be compared with a class A instead of class A being compared to class B or class C. In that sense, we will make sure that quality will be the driver, which is extremely critical. Sir, I would like to move to the testing, and here I would like to bring a very important point. Our own past president, Devesh Agarwal, who is also an MSME entrepreneur, he, in true sense, has been Atmanirbhar Bharat since 1997, and way back for CDOT, he was trying to develop certain replacement modules. And the biggest challenge was the testing, because it was quite critical. He had to go for Singapore to get the test and validation done. So today his current products are actually being marketed to 7 continents. And from the experience, from Devesh and many other MSME entrepreneurs, testing facilities in India are limited and sometimes very bureaucratic and unhelpful. Hence, world-class testing facilities at industrial, I would say industrial zones, will be critical both on speedy development and speed to market. Sir, if I then move on to the last but not the least, that's the market. Perhaps everything begins from market. Here, the suggestion is towards moving to a cluster model approach to enhance the market opportunity for MSMEs. The suggestion, could we bring all the commodities in one place, like what's perhaps done in Taiwan and let's say Japan, China, and many of those markets. They bring these commodities, be it electrical, refrigeration, or the hardware and the software, then gives the clutter is removed. Sir, few more suggestions have actually been provided in the annexure, and I would like to stop here, and I would also like to thank you for hearing us patiently, and best wishes to you and your team in keeping the India flag very high and always inspiring and motivating us. Thank you very much.
Thank you, Mr. Indu Shekhar. Now, may I request our past president and the managing director of JSON Technologies, Shri Devesh Agarwal, to talk on the road transport infrastructure. In fact, sir, I would like to bring it to your notice. Shri Devesh Agarwal had taken a Bharat journey just a month ago, 2 weeks after he was down with COVID. but he traveled in his Harley Davidson, stretched at 10,000 kilometers in his bike. So I thought he is a better person to talk today. And may I request Mr. Devesh to share with the ministers your voice, please.
Good evening, Gadkari ji. Namaskar. Thank you for coming to the chamber and sharing your valuable time with us. I must congratulate you. In August 2018, I did a 6,000 kilometer trip from Bangalore to Delhi and then back to Bangalore. In just recent past, I did a 10,000 kilometer trip all the way from Kanyakumari up to Kashmir and came back to Kanyakumari, and I had a chance to experience the roads going up, via Bombay and returning via your hometown of Nagpur, back to Bangalore and down to Kanyakumari. And the improvement in the roads in the last 2 years is very, very noticeable. Congratulations to you and your team at the Ministry of Road Transport and Highways for doing such a fantastic job. I also would like to point out, sir, I've lived in the US for 20 years and I've lived in Singapore for 7 years. So a lot of observations that I make, I try to compare with the best practices of these countries, and it, I think, sets a benchmark that we should try and achieve, and I know that we can achieve in terms of this thing. One of the things, sir, I saw in my trip was the incredible beauty of India, the cultural diversity. Next slide, please. It was such a it's really something. It's an eye opener. Next slide, please.
Devesh ji, actually, can we stop the presentation? I think we can go directly to the minister's voice. I think there is, since we are running short of time, may I just we'll send all these annexures to the minister's office for the scarcity of time. Thank you, Devesh. Sir, we will send you the copy of Mr. Devesh's presentation to you. So now I request the Honorable Minister, Shri Nitin Gadkari ji, to address the Bangalore chambers. Over to you, sir.
Mr. Shri T.R. Parshuraman, President of BCIC, Mr. K.R. Shekhar, Senior Vice President, Mr. Dr. L. Ravindran, Vice President, BCCIC, distinguished guests and all my dear friends. It's a really good opportunity for me to interact with you. Presently, we are facing the crucial problem of pandemic COVID-19. And that is one of the big challenge for all of us. We are facing very crucial time. I am in Nagpur and particularly in Maharashtra, we are facing very, very crucial time. In my city, the death rate is going up to the 100 deaths per day. And actually we have 8,000 COVID patients every day. Now it is just yesterday, it was reduced by 2,000. The situation is very bad, but it is time for us to make good infrastructure in health, particularly which is the need of our country. We have to formulate one scheme by which we can establish the good health services, not only in the city area, but it is time for us to, we need to take it up to the village level, to availability of oxygen, medicines, and all type of at least preliminary treatment which the people need. It is now we need to find out some way out for that. We have to upgrade our hospitals and our system. But presently, regarding the interaction with you, the Indian economy is the fastest growing economy in the world. And naturally, the dream of our Prime Minister to make India as the economy of $5 trillion, and the Atmanirbhar Bharat is the mission for all of us. In particularly in this direction, This is the time for the country, and people like you have to accept the challenge that how we can increase our export and how we are going to reduce our imports. The innovation, entrepreneurship, science, technology, research, skill, and successful practices. We name it as a knowledge, and conversion of knowledge into wealth is the future for the country. And as far as the Bangalore is concerned, it is the knowledge capital of India. Particularly in the field of IT, our lot of companies are doing excellent performance in the field, and now they are establishing their units in all over the world. It is really one of the pride for all Indians that our IT companies from Bangalore, from Hyderabad, and even from our engineers, software engineers are doing excellent jobs in the whole world. Well, now this is the time for all of us that we have got talented, young, talented, and engineering manpower highest available in the world. And this is the time that we can make miracles in the whole world. We have got the all potential. And exactly that is the time that the people like you, who are particularly from the Bangalore, which is the knowledge capital of India, you can contribute too much for the mission of Atmanirbhar Bharat. The one of the important thing is for any development, we need water, power, transport, and communication. I am responsible for the transport field, and presently already I am assuring you that we want to make Indian infrastructure, particularly the road infrastructure, of world standard. Now we are making 22 green express highways, and these are very important for the country. These are the axis control new express highways between Bangalore to Chennai also. Already the work has started. The package are already awarded, and actually because of COVID-19, it was really a missing situation for all of us that even we cannot take any function for that. But the work has already started. We are making a big road between Mysore to Bangalore also. The work is also going on. It is very important as per the tourism and particularly the industrial development in the Mysore area is concerned. It's very important. It is also in the full speed. And one of the important problem of Bangalore is Bangalore Ring Road. And because of that, you are all facing the problem of a lot of things. I know that the Bangalore Ring Road cost is coming to 17,000 crore with the land acquisition cost. It was really a big thing, but now we have decided to start this project. The DPR is in the progress. And I'm confident that the government of Karnataka has given me the assurance for share of 25% of land cost. And the material which we are using, steel and cement and other thing, they will give GST exemption for that. And the royalty from Karnataka government, they assured me, we are waiting for their approval, that they will give the all aggregate without royalty for construction of this ring road. At the same time, regarding the 6th laning of Bangalore-Mysore NH 275, the project has 117 kilometer long, consisting of 2 packages, and total cost of this project is 8,000 crore, including land acquisition cost. And I am confident that before September 2022, we are going to complete this project, which is very important for Karnataka. At the same time, Chennai-Bangalore, that is the new express highway we are planning, out of which total length of Bangalore-Chennai express highway is 263 kilometers, out of which 71.700 kilometers is in Karnataka, 85 kilometers in Andhra Pradesh, and 107 kilometers in Tamil Nadu. In Karnataka, already 71.700 kilometers is divided into 3 packages. 71 kilometers divided into 3 packages, and work has awarded. LOA has been issued, and I'm confident that already the work has started and we are going to complete this project. The most important thing is regarding the road construction is very important as far as the industrial development is concerned. I always have a slogan, a statement of American President John Kennedy, that American roads are not good because America is rich, but America is rich because American roads are good. So the prosperity is coming from the road. And today in this year, we have already in also in the condition of this pandemic, we have already succeeded to make 3 international track records. One is we are highest in the road construction now, and we are making 37 kilometer per day road construction. And I'm confident that next year, 100% we will complete our target of 40 kilometer per day. At the same time, it is very important that we have achieved one international record, construction of road, 2.5 kilometer 4-lane concrete road within 24 hours. In Delhi-Mumbai Express Highway, we have already constructed. So this is also one of the road, the biggest express highway in the country of 1300 kilometer. And I'm assuring you that we will take you from Delhi to Mumbai by just 12 hours. And within 1.5 years, we are going to complete this road. 50% work has already completed. And the other important thing is Delhi to Dehradun. Within 2 hours, we are going to start this work. This is also important road. Delhi to Haridwar within 2 hours, and Delhi to Chandigarh also within 2 hours. Delhi to Amritsar within 6 hours, and Delhi to Katra, it is within 6 hours. So we are doing a lot of new road projects by which 100% I am confident that within 2 to 3 years, our road infrastructure will be equal to USA standard and the world standard. So 100% we will be succeeding in it, and we are working very fast on this goal. Regarding the waterways and sea transport, water transport is also very important. You are the aviation hub is also the Bangalore is there. So now the amphibious seaplane, actually when I was Minister for Shipping and Ports, I tried my level best and we have clear all the rules, regulations and everything for starting of amphibious seaplane. We have started this seaplane between Sardar Sarovar. Already it is going on. But now there is a huge potential for the amphibious seaplane. So in Karnataka, particularly the aviation industry, they can make it good start in this line, because this is one of the important for the tourism and other sector. It is really one of the important thing. Regarding the water transport, in river transport and sea transport is equally important. At the time when I was Minister of Shipping and Ports and Inland Waterways, we have completed this Ganga waterways starting from Varanasi to Haldia. It is already completed. The 4 multimodal hub is there, the Varanasi, Ghazipur, Haldia, and third is at Varanasi, Haldia, Ghazipur, and third is Sahib, fourth is Sahibganj. It is already completed. Then from Haldia, we can easily go into the Bengal Sea, by which we can go into the Brahmaputra, and from Brahmaputra also we can go up to Bangladesh and Southeast Asia, and even going to Northeast, everywhere it can be possible. Now Allahabad, Prayagraj to Varanasi also, the 1.5 meter of the draft is already completed. And we have submitted one report that starting from Delhi with Yamuna, that from Delhi to Mathura, Mathura to Agra, Agra to Etawah, and Etawah to Allahabad, Prayagraj. That project is pending with the World Bank. So then we can take all material from Delhi to China and Southeast Asia. It can be a great thing. At that time, the port connectivity project overall length of 125 kilometer to improve the connectivity between the minor port of Belikari and Hon'ble in the state of Karnataka as a part of Bharatmala Pariyojana at investment of 3,000 crore. Of the 4 projects, 1 project with a length of 54 kilometers is already under implementation. That is Belikari port to Kumta, Sirsi stretch on Yakumbi Haveri, and is targeted to be completed by December 2022. The DPR is in progress for the remaining 3 projects, namely Sirsi Yakumbi Harveri stretch on Yakumbi Harveri 60 kilometers, and road connectivity from Kasarkad site to Hanover port to NH 4 kilometer, then bypass road from NH to Belekari port and rail connectivity from Harvada to Belekari 7 kilometer. Out of about 3 projects, first 2 projects with a length of 64 kilometer are targeted for awarded by first year 21, and third project will be awarded by first quarter of 2022. Once completed, these stretches will enable efficient cargo movement in and out of the ports. In addition to of this 125 kilometer of port connectivity project, 277 kilometer of coastal roads are being implemented in the state of Karnataka to improve the connectivity in the coastal region. We are also working on the important project from Kanyakumari to Mumbai, making new green express highway, which is also very equally important. So regarding the infrastructure, we are very cautious. We have power surplus now. And now the Prime Minister has given us a new responsibility to making of ropeway, cable car, vernacular railway, light rail transport. And we are also working on that. And now in Pune between Shirur to Wagoli, we are making 50 kilometer bridge. And where the first ground level is 8-lane road, then the bridge of 6 lane. Then there is also the second layer of bridge of 6 lane. And the third level, there will be a metro system, public transport system on electricity. We are working for Chennai, the same system. From Chennai port to out of Chennai, we can easily come from with using this flyover. Then we are making the same system in Jamshedpur and Ranchi also. So these are the new vision by which we are going to change the total scenario of the country. We are making one Dwarka Express highway between in Delhi. The highway's length is only 30 kilometers, but actually the cost of the project is 10,000 crore and 60% is already completed. And it is also very important at the first layer there is a road, then second layer there's a flyover, then first layer is flyover, second level is flyover, and the third level we are now trying to making a public transport system for that on electricity. So the new innovations, new technology we are developing. At the same time, important thing that you can make the industrial clusters are very important. I will suggest you 2 things. One important thing is we are making green express highways and NHI is ready with you. Just you consider the example of Bangalore Ring Road. We are spending 17,000 crore on this project. There is roadside, no development is there. But if you can make industrial clusters with the collaboration of NHI and state government of Karnataka, we can make the industrial clusters on that side. It can going to give you a great help for that. And even on the Green Express Highway, there are a lot of villages and cities are there. We can make smart city, not only smart city, we can make smart villages with the industrial clusters. We can make the clusters for electronics, clusters for automobile industry, cluster for different type of industries, particularly the pharmaceutical industries, then medical devices, different type of, you can make the different type of clusters in the same place. You are very important regarding the 4 important things which already given to me. About one is need for more financial institutions. Now already in MSME we have taken a decision to, particularly my idea and my vision is that the good MSME, those who have good track record of bank turnover, income tax and GST, we can give them a special rating. And then that MSME will go to capital market to attract the investment from abroad also. And by which 10% of their capital, which they are going to raise from the capital market, we will give them from government as a equity to them, and they can raise the capital from the market. So after 3 years, 2 years, we can sell their say equity by getting 2 times, 3 times more money and again invest in the another MSMEs. This type of new fund system is already we have sanctioned and we are working on that. Regarding the quality is very important. We need to reduce the logistic cost, power cost and labor cost without compromise with the quality. We have to make new joint ventures for the new technology. Now this is very important regarding the quality. We need to reduce the logistic cost and we have to improve the quality. That is very important. So at the same time, the testing facility is very important. But my suggestion is, in place of government, if we can make the association of the industry and we can make the joint venture. We have 18 industrial training research institutes. Now we are now decided to give it to the private sector. And there you can establish the testing facility. You can establish the facility for training and skill development. You can develop the new products, and the total in that system will be managed by the private industry or institution like Chamber of Commerce and Industry and other people. So on that model, it can be a good thing. We are also supportive because this testing laboratory is also economically viable. My suggestion is association of industry, if they can take the initiative. We will think on the proposal that how government can facilitate them and how they can support them. In place of government, my approach is and my experience is that we need to develop private sector. It can be a good thing. Regarding the financial also, I will request you to make non-banking finance companies, small companies, with the collaboration of the foreign investment. You can make support to your industry also with the low interest cost. So we need to have new innovative models by which we can be transparent, time-bound, result-oriented, and a corruption-free system will give 100% relief to the people by and large. Regarding the market, we are also developing the market portal, particularly like Alibaba and Amazon. Lot of Indian people are doing excellent job. Now MSME, presently our turnover is in the village industry is 88,000 crore. And particularly the MSME contributes 30% of the GDP growth in the country. Now we have changed the definition of MSME. I am confident that this year when the statistic will take, I don't know exactly today what exactly it is, but I am confident the MSME is going to contribute 40% of our GDP growth. We have 48% of export from MSME, and we have up till now created 11 crore jobs. But now this is the time for industry to concentrate more on the rural, tribal, agriculture, particularly the forest area where the development is most important, where is need for that area, because that is socially, economically, educationally backward. The raw material is available. Regarding automobile industry, we are working on the line. The scrapping policy is already cleared. So 100%, my dream is to make India as #1 automobile manufacturing hub of the world. And for that reason, electric, ethanol, methanol, biodiesel, bio-CNG, electric and hydrogen fuel cell, everywhere we are working. Now the 81% of the lithium ion batteries we are making in India. We are working on sodium ion, zinc ion, steel ion and aluminum ion also. We are working on hydrogen, green hydrogen. Actually, the Chennai IIT and lot of IIT institutions doing lot of experiments where we can make green hydrogen from seawater by using solar energy. So this type of new experiment and researches which are going on the basis of that 100%, I am confident that India is going to become a #1 manufacturing hub in the world. Already we have got all important brands available in India. All from Mercedes to BMW to Toyota to Honda, everyone is here. And India is the central place where they can make more export from India. Our two-wheeler industry like TVS, Bajaj and Hero, they are exporting 50% of their production. So now already the electric vehicle has got a huge market, not only in India, but in the whole world. So this is the time that using the best technology, we can make automobile manufacturing hub #1 in the world. So we are working on that with the good infrastructure, availability of power, availability of water, and availability of young talented engineering manpower is our strength. But we need to have a development on cluster basis by which we can reduce the cost. And everywhere, what my request to all of you, that we are going to encourage the private sector entrepreneurs and private sector initiative in it, starting it from the testing, making it to be dies and training center also. Everywhere government role is the facilitator. We are ready to support you. And this is the time for that. With your vision, if you want to develop something, government will be a great support for you. So this is the time with a good infrastructure. There are a lot of challenges are there. We are facing some pandemic, because of pandemic also we are facing some problem. Even in the economy also we are facing some challenges. But I am confident that with the positivity and self-confidence, 100% we are going to win this war. And for that reason, we need cooperation of all stakeholders. We need to establish cooperation, coordination, and communication between the stakeholders. And with a dream of Prime Minister making Indian economy as Atmanirbhar Bharat, 111 lakh crores of infrastructure we are planning to making in India. I'm 100% confident that this is a big challenge. But regarding the road infrastructure, I don't have any hesitation in my mind. I'm fully confident that we'll make the road construction. We are in next 5 years. We are going to make the road construction of 40 lakh crores. And that is going to be a great boost for the construction equipment manufacturers. Their turnover is double now. But now I'm requesting them to make their machines on the basis of electric, CNG, ethanol, biofuel, that we need to reduce our import. Our present import of crude oil is 8 lakh crores. Even in the particularly hardware, electronic hardware, it is the time for all of you to accept this challenge, where actually our import is very high regarding mobile phone, laptop, everywhere. We have all potential to make all the things. For that reason, we need to take some initiative by which we can be alternative. All type of products we have, and we can make the alternative for the world competition. So this is the time that the opportunities are there. Government is fully supporting the development. We are, and the knowledge, which is our strength, that young talented engineering manpower is our strength, and people like all of you who are good entrepreneurs have got the ability that they can make the miracles for the country. So this is really a good thing for me that we interact with you. I am requesting you that anywhere, if any proposal you have, I noted your points, particularly about the investment, about the infrastructure, what the presentation was given to me. My request is to send me all the details in written. 100% my office will work on it, and we will do it. I'm giving my all best wishes to all of you. Be safe. Today we are facing the problem because of this pandemic. Again, I'm giving my all best wishes to all of you. And regarding all Bangalore Chamber of Commerce and Industry, all your members and office bearers, and giving my thanks to all of you. Thank you very much. Namaskar.
President, sir, you have to unmute, sir.
Sorry, sir. Thank you so much for a very inspirational address. Sir, we'll definitely take up the two homes you given cluster program, which we'll definitely dialogue with the government, and also for increasing the clusters. And the other challenge, what you have said, we'll definitely take it up, sir. Sir, with your permission, can I take 2 or 3 questions from the audience? Maximum 2 or 3, sir. Sir, can I request Mr. Kamal Pali? He is the head of Volvo India, managing director, and of a great fan of yours, sir. So, Mr. Kamal Pali, can you quickly take the question, Mr. Pali?
Yeah. Thank you, Mr. Parsuram. Honorable Minister Gadkari ji, as always, it's a pleasure to listen to you and interact with you. Sir, one of the key things to India's inclusive growth and prosperity is the development of sustainable transport, mobility, and connectivity across its length and breadth. We are fortunate as a nation to have a senior union minister like yourself, who is not only very dynamic and committed, but is truly a transformational leader. So really, we thank you, sir, for really guiding us. So whether it is high quality roads or implementation of BS6 emission norms or transitioning to alternate fuels, GST, fast tags, dedicated freight corridors, new safety regulations, I think these are all illustrations of the wonderful things that are happening. We request you to kindly continue further on this agenda, and the industry will fully support you. Sir, this is very important because traditionally India has suffered for the last 60 years due to connectivity, as also high cost of logistics, 14% of our GDP versus 8% elsewhere. Sir, one of the very good things which you have suggested is the scrappage policy, which is a very welcome move. It is not only going to create a new market add new jobs, but will also have a profound impact on the environment, fuel dependency, which you talked about, and safety. Sir, the policy is also well phased out, but sir, we feel that the success of the new policy shall be contingent upon 4 factors, sir. Now, number 1 is state governments aligning with the proposed incentives that you have suggested. They should be uniform across the country and state government should participate in that. OEMs offering the suggested discounts. That is the second part, which is very, very important, so that the kitty to the consumer becomes sufficient. The third is the vehicle inspection process has to become very effective and efficient, and that is very, very and transparent, so that we should know what is the value that vehicle still has. And last but not the least is very well equipped state-of-the-art scrappage centers for recycling materials and parts. And this actually can be tremendous amount of wealth in this whole scheme. This can actually kickstart a completely new economy through this whole process. Sir, I only request your comments on the 4 points which I have requested, which we have suggested, because we know that you have been very pragmatic in taking decisions. I will stop here in the interest of time, but thank you very much, sir, for leading this country and taking us to a new era of growth and prosperity. We can't hear.
And maybe one more last, yes, sir.
Whatever the point which raised by Kamalji, he is absolutely correct. These are very important points. The automobile industry will get raw material, steel, copper, aluminum, rubber, plastic from scrappage at a low cost, which can be recycled and reused in manufacturing of vehicles, and further reducing the vehicle cost where they can be more competent in international market. The customer will get a scrap policy about 4 to 6% of the ex-showroom price of new vehicle against scrapping of his old vehicle, and that is with the automobile sector. And I'm confident that they will cooperate us. Regarding the state government, we have already recommended them that they should give some incentives regarding the taxation policy also, and we are expecting cooperation from them. Regarding GST also, we are expecting from the finance ministry. We are already recommend them that they can give them some concession on that. That is exactly under consideration. Regarding the scrapping certificate, customers will get 5% incentives and waiving of exemption of registration fees and purchasing new vehicle. That is also exactly is very important. But problem is that somewhere the state government is the stakeholder. Somewhere we need some permission from the finance ministry. At the same time, there will be an exemption up to 25% in the road tax for private vehicles and up to 15% for commercial vehicle. So we are giving a lot of concession. We have issued the rules and regulation and everything. Now we want to make it a one book on it, and we will present it to the industry. And even suppose if there are some suggestion from them, we are open for that. And we are also now for the scrapping centers and other thing also. Everything is completed. We have already finalized the thing and issued the GRs, but we don't have got opportunity to interact with the industry because of this COVID-19. But still we will issue all the rules, regulation and policies. And again, we will invite all the suggestion. We are open for change. If anything good suggestion is coming from the industry, we will support them. And now the people are giving good response for that. And 100% within 2 years, 100% will get the good results of this policy, and where it is going to be helpful to make Indian automobile industry to be #1 manufacturing hub in the world. And our lot of industry people are doing on excellent work on the different technology, by which I am confident that we will be succeed. We are making one, Kamalji, I am giving you, we have an interaction with the Siemens and some companies that making e-highway from Delhi to Jaipur on our Delhi-Mumbai highway.
Oh,
and we want to make it the electric bus and electric truck on that highway.
Wow.
So this can be a good challenge for you, that company like Volvo, and even if you are interested in it, we can also make collaboration with it, because it is available now that we have got. There is no problem about the availability of road access, because it is already there. And we are going to complete this road within a 6-7 months. It is already in a fast move process. So we can make first phase from e-highway from Delhi to Jaipur. That can be a good example, and where we can then, after the success of this project, we can make it everywhere in India. So if you have any proposal for that in the industry also, we will consider that.
Thank you, sir.
Thank you, sir. Thank you
That's
very
very
much.
encouraging.
Sir, one more from Mr. Lakshmi Narayanan, former Bosch MD and Harman MD and industry veteran. Over to you, Mr. Lakshmi, quickly.
So very quickly, one of the good things that ever happens to discussing anything with Gadkari ji is he's much faster than all of us put together, and so not many questions will ever come. But I got only one thing, sir. About 3 years ago, when we had a panel discussion where you were very much there, you impressed us so much regarding the waterways. At that time, you are also responsible, and today, as a senior member of the ministry, you are equally responsible, I would say, of creating waterways where the cost of logistics comes down from 1 rupee 50 paisa to 20 paisa. And especially with NW1, NW2 coming up and NW3 to NW26 in the pipeline. So this is something which I'm sure that you will equal amount of pressure that you're giving to the national highways, you'll give there. The second point, sir, is in the prime movers. I do hope you will start ensuring that they bring standard. Therefore, this question of pollution does not come in, and you bring the latest technology in the prime movers for these waterways. These are the 2 points.
Actually, this is very important. For example, going by road, if, for example, the cost is 10 rupees, going by railway is 6 rupees, and going by waterways is only 1 rupees. But by using methanol or LNG as a fuel, even we can take it this cost up to 50 paisa. So we are making a lot of waterways already. Presently, I'm not the minister for waterways. Now I have got the responsibility of MSMEs. But waterways, we have completed the first waterways from Varanasi to Haldia. Then Haldia to, there is Bengal Sea is there. And after that, the Brahmaputra waterways, the already dredging is completed. At that time, I taken initiative to complete dredging in Bangladesh also, in Hon'ble port. And then we have making the dredging in Barak River also. Then we have starting dredging in Gandak River, making connectivity to from Ganga to Nepal also. That is also going on. So sea transport, water transport is very important for the country. Unfortunately, the industry is not taking the advantage of all these things. Actually, for transport of vehicle and other thing, if you can go for waterways, your cost will be 100% going to reduce. So presently, I'm not the minister for this, but this is very important for the country, and water transport for goods and passenger both way. In Russia, particularly, we have airboats having the speed of 85 nautical mile. We can make our blue economy of 7 lakh crore. We in the Cochin shipyard, we are manufacturing the special trailers. That is the long-term, the fishing boats, by which where they can go up to 100 nautical miles. Our boats are now going up to 10 nautical miles, and we can increase the productivity of 7 times more. The Cochin shipyard has already manufactured ro-packs. We have started ro-packs and ro at least 9 places in Brahmaputra. We have already 6 to 7 places. We are making it in Ganga also. So there is a huge opportunity for all this thing. And I feel that the Mangalore port is very important. And our planning was to develop it. There was one crucial problem relating the road in that particular, which ghat, Kashari Ghat, no? Kashari Ghat, there was some problem from Environment and Forest Ministry, and we are struggling from last many years. But 100%, the Karnataka get the opportunity, as particularly in the North Karnataka area, particularly, there also they can take the advantage of the ports. To that, there are also at that time when Siddharappa was the chief minister, I giving him offer about development of Belikedi port in there. That Hubli, there was an opportunity to develop new port. Even there are a lot of things are there, but presently the department is not with me. But I will pursue the matter, and this is exactly important for the country, sir.
Thank you very much, sir.
Sir, one question in the interest of the audience. Many people want.
The problem is related with it. You should raise some points that construction of the Shiradi Ghat tunnel. Your Forest and Environment Ministry from last 5 to 6 years, we are facing crucial problem. I'm pursuing this matter many times to the state government and people. So this is one of the important projects by which you can exploit the potential of Mangalore port. But because of this Shiradi Ghat tunnel, it is difficult for the taking the container from that road is a big problem. So this is one of the important issue related with the Karnataka that we have to find out some way out for that.
So we will take it up, sir, definitely.
Okay, sir. Okay, thank you, sir.
Sir, one
Thank you.
question all my friends have been asking, sir. What is the secret of your governance and administration? Even IIMs cannot teach the kind of management principles. One or two to the corporate leaders. Sir, your management has been outstanding in managing a country like India, especially. You changed the complete face of the industry, especially transportation and roadways and waterways. Sir, what is your one or two key, advice to the industry leaders, sir? In fact, hats off to you. How you managed to change from 14 kilometers to 40 kilometers you're talking? Hats off to you. Especially last year, in spite of 2 months of lockdown, you achieved the target of 37 kilometers. Mind-boggling number. Hats off to you once again. But
thank you, sir.
Advise 2 or 3 things. What
Sir, actually,
industry can learn.
I am a nationalist, and actually my philosophy is the politics is the instrument of socio-economic reform. And these are the asset of our country. The Indian people are the owner of all this asset. And as this feeling, I am working hard, and I have a team of people, distribution of work and division of work. That is a division of responsibility and also giving the rights to them for work and making the performance audit of the work with time-bound, result-oriented, corruption-free system with the full transparency. And that is exactly by team spirit we are working. It is not only my credit, it is the credit of my all teams, from small people to higher people, those who are working day and night for the mission. That is exactly the reason for our success. Thank you.
Sir, wonderful.
Thank you very
much,
sir.
Sir, thank you so much for a wonderful session today. We have no words to thank you, sir. Sir, we would love to invite you to Bangalore Chambers once in the next opportunity, once the COVID is over. Sir, we have a small speech of appreciation to you as a token of our love and affection. So we will have a small 2-second ceremony to just hand over a small moment to you, sir. Sir, it was today really you brought a lot of important points on the testing facility cluster program, which I'm sure Bangalore Chamber of Industry and Commerce will work with the government. And also the Shiradi tunnel, we will also follow it up with the government of Karnataka. As a matter of fact, we are also starting Bangalore Chamber of Industry and Commerce Skill Academy, sir. In collaboration with the government of Karnataka, we are discussing. We had a meeting with Shri Vijayaraghun, also the principal scientific advisor. And we are working on the skill academy to make it as a kind of national academy to foster the new skills, especially for the IoT 4.0 and other areas, sir. With your things, we'll definitely.
Thank you, sir. Thank you.
We will do everything possible to collaborate in whatever way, sir. Thank you so much. And God bless for all your future initiatives. We are fully with you, sir.
Thank you
so much.
Thank you, sir. Thank you.
Thank you. Thank you, sir.
Thank you so much.
Thank you, President, for wonderful initiatives that you've taken. God bless you, and please continue next. When are we getting our man here?
Vinodji, good evening. Dr. Vinod. Very happy to see you.
President, I think the next target is Prime Minister.
Yeah, Vinodji, that's what we are talking about.
Yeah.
Don't
Sir, very good evening. I can see everybody, all our friends. Mr. Parsuram, Mr. Lakshmi Narayana, Mr. Kamalji.
Hey, Vinod, I'm seeing you after 1,000 years, yeah?
Hello, Mr.
Next time I will come in Bangalore. Harish, how are you?
Good, sir. Good. Can be better.
Dr. Novel, you're looking much younger. What is the secret?
Everybody has secret now. You tell us your secret now. Okay, guys, I'm with you now. Thank you very much.
Everybody looks good in light, you know.
Oh, that's a good one.
Okay, bye-bye. Thank you.
Thank you.
Okay, everybody.
Thank you, President. Thank you. Thank you, everyone.
Excellent program. Thank you.
How are you? how are you?
I'm good.
Vinodji, long time, all well?
Yes, yes,
Dr.
perfectly
Noel,
okay.
Dr. Noel,
How's
I'm
the senior?
I'm
I'm
seeing
good,
Dr.
fine. Hello.
Once again, Dr. Noel, thank you for your continued
Oh,
support to the golf. Okay.
my pleasure, my pleasure, my pleasure, sir.
All the best.
So good. See
Thank
you,
you, sir.
sir.
Thank you.
See you.
Sometime next meeting I will join when we'll have.
Thank you.
Thank you.
Looking forward, sir. Thank you so much.
Thank you.
Thank you,
Still,
Gopal
we
Vishnu
cannot
sir.
Thank you,
forget
sir.
the
Thank you.
BCIC
Nice to
meeting
see
we
you.
had
Thank
in your
you.
company.
Yeah,
We can
I think
everything is
have
good.
very fond memories of the BCIC executive committee.
no,
Yeah,
That,
now we're busy. How we can supply to liquid gas to everybody,
I know you have
those
been
who
doing
need it.
I know for sure that you have gone totally out of the way.
No,
Supply.
we are now reached to more than 100 tons every day.
Yes, yes.
Out of that, around 400, 400 to 500 comes to Bangalore, Karnataka, and rest it goes to all the states. So we have curtailed our production in Maharashtra as well as in Karnataka, and first priority how we can give liquid those who need it.
Great
We
job.
are
Great job.
you are one of the highest in India, if I'm right. The
because
liquid
we have
oxygen.
a more capacity also. So we are supplying in India every day around thousands, 1100 tons in Maharashtra, Tamil Nadu, as well as Karnataka. But Karnataka
think,
is leading. Karnataka is giving around 800 to 900 tons every day.
Oh my God.
Praxair is also a part of this, Dr. Vinod.
Yeah, Praxair, all the facilities are Praxair, Linde, all are with us. So they supply to us and we reduce our consumption so they have extra to supply to the state.
Okay.
I think JSW is doing a
The
fantastic
CFO issue
job.
also,
I feel
we have
so
taken up
proud
very
whenever I
strongly with
hear
government.
about doing it well. Every day I
Yeah.
look up to that.
Thank you, sir. Your good
Thanks,
words.
thanks to your
And
leadership.
seeing all our friends, it looks very nice. Seeing everyone.
Good. We are also as happy. Thank you.
Yeah. So,
Novelji, we have taken up the
Mr.
CFO issue with the government of Karnataka. And I
Yeah.
think most likely we should get a positive judgment. I hope.
See,
Yeah,
President,
Mr.
Money Bank
Parasuraman.
is also supporting us
Yeah,
very
Mr.
nicely.
Parasuraman, keep some such programs where we can see each everyone. No.
Sure, sir.
Thank
Sure,
you.
sure, sure. Thank you,
Thank you very
Novelji.
much.
Thank you.
Thank
Thank
you.
you,
Thank
Mr.
you.
Shri. Thank you, Lord. Thank you, Thiago. Thank you, Mr. Gopal.
Thank you.
Thank you, Parshuraman. Very well done. Great
Thank you,
show.
sir. Thank you, sir. Thank you so much.